Today for the Bitcoin and Ethereum price. And you are probably asking yourself, what the heck is happening to Bitcoin right now? Well, this is exactly what I want to talk about right now, and I don't want to waste any more time. Let's straight go into the content. And of course, guys, as always, in green days, in red days, in good days and bad days, I appreciate your support. I appreciate your likes and you making noise for the algorithm, even though the prices are sometimes going down. But as you know now, in a straight line forever. And let's start with Bitcoin here. I want to show you a little bit of the reasons why this happened. Obviously, I'm not saying I predicted that or whatever, obviously not. But what we can do here is right now, of course, look at what has happened here. So number one, and this is good news. Let's start with the good stuff. We had the W pattern here, which I predicted to break out right there. We had the confirmation here. And yesterday, after my video, we hit the price target. Number one, this is good. What I was saying in yesterday's video was we need to go above. We need to go inside of our channel here, and without us going into the channel, we basically can expect a rejection. However, I said if we are going back into the channel, I am expecting a quick pump towards the upside. Unfortunately, what you can see here is that we did not go back into the channel and that we got a harsh rejection here for Bitcoin. So right now the question is, what has to happen for Bitcoin to not go significantly bearish, number one, and to finally reverse back towards the upside? And before I'm going into it, I wanted to show you this little clip here from yesterday, where I was telling you about the significance and the importance of us breaking back into the channel. Look at this. If we are breaking it, and if we are getting, very importantly, a daily close above, it's a daily pattern, a daily close above the new resistance, I am expecting a very quick retest of the upward sloping resistance. Well, and as you can see, we did not go back into the channel here, unfortunately. Still, what we can see is Bitcoin not even creating a higher high on the 1 hourly. We are here on the 4 hourly though. What I'm personally looking out for is not to go back below this previous low here. This will be very, very important. And if I am zooming out and going over to the daily candles, for example, let me go over back to the daily candles, then you can see, and this is why we always stay calm, we always zoom out a little bit, and we want to make sure that we are not getting caught up in the short-term fear here. What you can see is we are still above the daily ribbon. Ever since we went back above, Bitcoin was extremely healthy, always going back, retesting. So I'm very happy with Bitcoin's performance here still, even though we are having here a red day, of course, for Bitcoin. This doesn't look all too bad, actually. If I am pulling out the Fibonacci retracement level, we don't have all too much room to go down, because what I want to continuously see is higher lows for Bitcoin. This would mean Bitcoin would have to hold, let me show you this, the $49,300 US level. This wouldn't even give room for a retracement down to the 38.2. I would say in the worst case, in the worst case, even the 38.2 wouldn't be the worst in the world, because what you can see is we would hold the previous low here. But honestly, I would like to see Bitcoin holding this low. And in the best case scenario, let me quickly go over there into that here to the 4 hourly candles. Best case scenario is, of course, holding the upper, very important, the upper yellow horizontal line, the 50,400 level. Because if we are holding the 54,000 US level, we are still down for fulfilling our bigger W pattern here, and this would be obviously something absolutely amazing, because this bigger W pattern would bring us, let me quickly see here, let me quickly see where the bigger W pattern would bring us, way back above into our pattern here. Let me quickly see. I'm disturbed myself, of course, as you can see, because, I mean, I will show you my trades here. They are still in a profit, but of course, lower profit, right? So whenever it's going down, I'm also a little bit disturbed myself. What you can see here, the price target would be still 54,000 US dollars. But let's not focus on the upside. Let's focus here on the downside, and let's focus on Bitcoin holding these importance levels here, which would be very important, of course. Quickly here, my trade on Bitcoin is still open. You can see almost 8 million US dollars in this trade, and on the bottom right side you can see 2.3 million US dollars in a profit. The Ethereum trade is underwater, as you can see right now, 50% down. You can see 38,000 US dollars here in a loss on my Ethereum trade. I'm showing the good ones, I'm showing the bad ones, but obviously the Bitcoin one is soaking up whatever happens to Ethereum. The Bitcoin one is soaking up these losses with the magnificent profits we are having over there. What I wanted to show you here is the fear and greed index also quickly before I'm going into Ethereum. You can see we are in extreme greed, and this is always why. I mean, remember, just like 2 months ago when I was showing you that we were in extreme fear, this was the time to buy. I'm not saying it's the time to sell right now, but I'm saying when we are in extreme greed, and the most market participants are in extreme greed right now, a small little pullback of 3%, 5%, 8%, whatever, is very, very healthy, because this shakes out the people who are just here for very short-term profits. And this is, of course, none of us, guys, right? Here on the Ethereum chart, you can see this was, whereas on the Bitcoin, I predicted it perfectly, almost. Like I told you that if we are not going back into the channel, get very cautious here. On Ethereum, I did not, because you can see here, we broke out and the price target was much higher, but this was a failed move. And we went lower, not as I predicted, unfortunately. This is why my Ethereum trade is in a big loss, my Bitcoin trade in a big profit. And on Ethereum, I would remain very, very cautious here, because we are forming an M pattern, we are rolling over. And well, if Bitcoin goes lower, I expect more downside for Ethereum. Ethereum is losing steam here against Bitcoin. We are still having a higher low, but if we are breaking the 3,700 US dollar levels, I am expecting massive volatility to the downside. If not, it's still technically a higher low for Bitcoin. So this is really this or that, 3,700 US dollars, the level to watch. And this is already it for today. It is a very quick one. Nevertheless, I think you will agree, a very important one. Thank you so much for smashing up the like button to a new all-time high. I truly appreciate every single one of you, in good times and bad times. And we are going to see each other very soon at the next one of MMCrypto. And as always, guys, as always, bye-bye.